Hello, Doug Murin here. Thanks for taking time to look at this. I know not everybody does, so I want to get right to it. I want to talk to you about how coaching can help you set up a strategic plan for evangelism. First, let me tell you why I am offering that. One, we're very good at it. Your group has a lot of coaches that we're bringing in here in a few months. We may have as many as 12 different national, international quality coaches. Why? Because we believe in coaching. We are at a time where conventional church, basically, many of our old paradigms and practices are not measuring up to the new environs, which we often talk about. We've got some books coming out on that and all that. But we're also concerned that there are some parallel practices and church types that are coming alongside, all of which, if we don't do evangelism, are going to be absolutely worthless in terms of their help. So we find also that churches do want to evangelize. And often, I know one of the reasons that people hesitate to say, I don't know if I want a coach to come in, is we may look bad or be embarrassed or take too much time or you don't have the money. You've got the money. Let me tell you why. Because I'm going to be in Baltimore, Seattle, and parts of Florida. And for like $600 per session, you can get with 3 or 4 people, and it's more reasonable for you. And you walk out with a really workable strategic plan. Literally, we end up mapping it out each month for over 1 to 2 years. I prefer 2. Every week you'll open it up and see how you can approach this. It ends up being that great. I led a church where we saw 17,000 people meet Christ in 10 years, often on Sundays. And I don't mean rarely, but often 200 and 300 people receiving Christ, often baptizing. Well, we baptize every week, often as many as 60 to 100 people, using some of these principles that I'm talking about. And I've trained hundreds of churches to do that. If you are not in one of those cities, I can do it by Zoom USA webinar training thing, 3 churches at a time. I don't want to do more than 3, and you get that for 300 a session. When we finish that, again, you will end up a workable plan, and you can have me for free. I'll come back and maybe kind of brush them up a little bit and see how they're working. You probably are going to find it very difficult to exist into the future unless you step up your evangelism quotient. It isn't going to happen automatically. It's a deliberate task. Wishful thinking or good hearts and all that aren't going to get you there. You need some skills that are very biblical and very workable. So we want to do that. So when you sign up for coaching, here's basically what we do. I'm going to help you identify basically the obstacles you'll want to kind of move out of the way over the next first 3 or 4 months. And they usually are, one, some folk theology in people's minds that God's got a plan, it's all going to work out, and other things. 2, we need to neutralize fears in you, your leaders, and everything, and get rid of it. Just make it fun again. I can show you how to do that. 3, we're going to talk about how to set up models. 4, how to use your existing organic programs to inspire a little evangelism and get it going. And then we'll talk about how to develop a camaraderie and a faith expectations in a group without people necessarily being overtly taught that by you. The best way to get this is to just have it kind of automatically, kind of osmatically begin to come to your church. I can show you how to do that, and it will work very well for you. So, the other little Hoover there, I'm not going to start this all over. That's my little buddy, so just ignore him. So, I want to help you do that. We can set it up. You'll end up with a plan. There are not going to be, I'm not going to suggest great new outfit efforts or programs that you start. None of that stuff. You use what you have. We make it as easy as possible. You work hard enough, but we can give you a good plan. I may try to hook you up with some outside folks that will come in and do evangelism with you, which will often inspire and help you get going. Don't believe the lie. You're too small, or you don't need to, or you're not good enough, or any of that stuff. You can have a church that's vibrant when it comes to evangelism with a little help, and that's what we're about. So I've put in your little spot here, your little newsletter email we sent out. My email, just click that and say, hey Doug, I'm interested. If you want to reserve your spot, just go ahead and go to our PayPal mark there and put $300 in. Not sure I would do that, but you may want to do that. Save your spot. I'll call you on the phone. We'll get together. We'll get a plan put together. Now, if you're in Baltimore, Seattle, some of the other areas, let me know, because it makes perfect sense to me on the pragmatic business side, because there is that element to everything we do. It also matches what I kind of feel in my heart in helping some of these areas this next couple of years. I'm 64. I have one driving thing. I want to see as many churches as I can begin to see a new awakening in this country. And we're good at it. I've got plenty of help, very reasonable prices. And here's how it is. If you want to go strictly business and you want to say, I can't afford it, the truth is, if you saw 10 conversions this year, you paid for this about 20 times over the next 2 years. if you're saying, I don't know if Mieren's the right guy for me, I've got plenty of endorsements and I've got other people who can help if it's not a match, but you need the help. I know you do. Otherwise, you would be exploding with conversion growth. So you've been inspired to and all that. I want to give you technical skills. So check the email thing, get back to me. I've got like till Wednesday. I'm looking like Wednesday or Thursday for the next cycle. I've filled a few of them since I started mentioning this, and I'd like to keep them going. So God bless you. I hope to hear from you because we have a great future together. I guarantee you. Goodbye.